Good day guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In my last video tutorial, I talked about basic payroll in Excel, where I explain how to structure this professional payroll system. Okay, in today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you some Excel basic formula tricks. Okay, Excel has a variety of formulas and functions. If you want to insert a formula in Excel, then you need to get into the edit mode of the cell where we want to apply it, and then type equal to sign. Okay, this process activates all the functions or formulas of Excel. There we can search for anything we want. We can use any basic operation here, such as sum, average, percentile, VLOOKUP, main, etc. If you want to apply the sum function, we need to select all the cell with the number here, and if you want to calculate sum using basic formula, then you need to choose each cell followed by the plus sign. Okay, just like you type the plus sign. Okay, now in the all the formulas in Excel are located under the formula tab right here. If you observe under the formula tab, we have many other formulas according to their specialization. Each formula is located under its main tab. We have financial, logical, text, date and time, lookup and reference, mass and trade, and more function. If you go through every section, it has abundant formulas in them. You can see them. Now in this case, we have list of basic formulas functions such as sum. In Excel, we have the maximum function formula. In Excel, we have the minimum formula. In Excel, the average. In Excel, count. In Excel, now. In Excel, length. In Excel, ABS. In Excel, which stands for absolute. Okay, we have the also round. We have to also have round, which is meant for random. We also have round between in Excel. We also have upper in Excel, lower in Excel, proper function in Excel, and so many of them. Going through all these formulas is not an easy task. I will concentrate only on the basic day-to-day Excel formulas in this video. Okay, now let's delve into how to use the basic formulas in Excel. Excel basic formulas is very simple and easy to use. Let's now understand the different basic formula in Excel with some example in the table I have created on my screen here. Now let's start with the sum function. Okay, I don't think there are anybody in the university who does not know the summation of numbers, be it an educated or uneducated. Adding number skill reach everybody. In order to make the process easy, Excel has a built-in function called sum. Okay, now we can do the summation in two ways. We need to apply sum function, rather we can apply the calculator techniques here. Now look at the below data. I have a few number from cell A3 to A11. I want to do the summation of a number in cell A12 to get the total of the cell A3 to A11. I am going to apply the simple calculator method here. So the result will be, so I'm going to apply equal sign right here. Then firstly I will select the cell in cell A3, then add positive sign, then select the cell A4, add positive sign. So we continue that way. Cell A6 positive, A7. See, so I'm going to apply up to the cell last cell. So I'm going to enter the click it on the enter button now. So you can see this is as easy as you like. The problem with this manual formula is that it will take a lot of time to apply in the case of many cells. Okay, I had only 9 cells to add in the above table. But what if there are 100 cells to add? It will be almost impossible to select one by one. That is why we have an inbuilt function called sum function to deal with it. The sum function requires many parameters. Each is selected independently. If the range of cells is selected, it requires only one argument. Now, number one is that the first parameter, this is enough if the range of cell is selected, or else we need to keep mentioning the cell, okay, independently or individually. Look at the table on my screen. It has 9 cells. Now open the equal sign. So I'm going to clear this one. So I'm going to open the equal sign. Okay, now in the cell A12, and I'm going to type the sum function, then open my parentheses, then highlight the cell A3 down to cell A11. Then I'm going to close my parentheses, then hit on my enter key. You can see, very simple and easy to use. Okay, now after selecting the range of cell, I close the bracket and hit on the enter button. It will give the summation for the number from cell A3 to A11. Now let's now delve into the maximum and minimum function in Excel. Okay, if you are working with numbers, there are instances where you need to find the maximum numbers, okay, and the minimum numbers in the list. Look at the above data. I have few numbers from cell B3 down to cell B11. In the cell B3, okay, to cell B7, I want to know the maximum number, okay, in the list. Now, and also in the cell C3, I want to know the minimum number from the cell C3 down to cell C11. Okay, to find the maximum value, we have the maximum function, and to find the minimum value, we have the minimum function. So to find the maximum value, so I'm going to hit on my equal to sign, then type the max, okay, in the function. So I'm going to hit on it, then select the cell B3 down to cell B11. Then I'm going to close my parentheses. Okay, I'm going to hit on enter. So definitely 28 is the maximum number from this list. Very simple. Now in the minimum, in the cells C3 to cell C11 column right here, so I want to know the minimum value right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit on my equal to sign, then I'm going to type the word minimum in the cell. Then I'm going to highlight the cell from the cell C3 down to cell C11, then close the parenthesis, then hit on my enter key. So definitely 56, if you check the list very well, 56 is the minimum value from the list. Now also in the average function, finding the average of the list is easy in Excel. Then finding the average value can be done by using the average function. Look at the above data. I have the number from cell D3 down to cell D11. So I'm applying the average function in the cell D12 right here. So I'm going to type the equal to sign, then type average right there. You can see. Okay, I'm going to hit on so then highlight the cell D3 down to cell D11, then close my parenthesis and hit on my enter. So by this list, so if you do the average very well, so we are going to get the 14.55 as the average from the list. Now let's move down to the count function. Okay, count function, we count the value in the supply range. Okay, we do the count the value in the supply range. It will ignore the text, okay, value in the range and count only the numerical numerical values. I'm going to apply the count function here in this E12 right here. So I'm going to press my equal to sign, and likewise, so I'm going to type in count. Okay, so hit on the count, then I'm going to select the cell E3 to down to cell E11, then close my parenthesis there. So now, so you can see it will only count the numeric value, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 numeric values, so it will not count the text in the in this list right there. Okay, now let's move down to the counter function in the cell. Counter function count all the things in the supply range. Okay, I am going to apply the counter function in the cell F12 right here. So let's hit equal to sign, then let's now use counter function right here. Let's pick the counter function, then select this F12 F3 down to the F11. Okay, then close my parenthesis, then hit on. So it's going to count all the cells. So we have 9 lists from in the cell, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. You can see right there. Okay, now let's move down to the learn function. Okay, if you want to know how many characters are there in a cell, you can use learn function. Okay, learn function return the length of the cell in the above table here. Right here, I want to apply learn functions in the cell H3 right here. Okay, I'm going to apply learn function from the cell H3 to find how many characters are there in the cell G3. Okay, learn function will now return. So let me type equal to, then let me type learn. Okay, good. Then pick this G3 right here. So I'm going to close the word, close parenthesis, then hit on word, enter. You can see it learn function will return 28 as a result. So if you count the numbers of letters right here, so it's going to be 28. Okay, you can see very easy to use. Okay, so let me drag the remaining ones down here. So each and every one, so if you look at here, we have 13 characters right here. So here we have 28 characters, here we have 4 characters, so and so on and so forth. Now the ABS, you can use ABS function to convert all the negative numbers to positive ones. Then ABS means absolute. So the final output will now occur in the, I'm going to do it in this G3. So let's do it right here. So I'm going to apply equal to sign like likewise. So I'm going to type ABS right here. You can see, then select the cell in this I3, then close the parenthesis, then hit on my word, enter key. You can see it removed the negative sign and turn it to the positive sign. So let me now highlight it and drag it down to the cell 11. So you can see those are some of the functions in Excel. Okay, now let's now move into the upper, lower, and proper function in Excel. When you are dealing with text value, we care about their appearances. If you want to convert the text to uppercase, we can use the upper function. If you want to convert the text to lowercase, we can use the lower function. Okay, and if you want to make the text proper appearance, we can use the proper function. Go to type upper right here. Okay, this is upper, so I'm going to use upper, then pick the cell in the cell K3, then close my parenthesis. So you can see it capitalized all the cell in the cell L3. So we can now drag it down to the last cell. So this shows here in the cell K3 we have the baby foot in the small the small lower case, then while in the results show all in the capital case. Okay, in the lower case I will also apply the same method right there. Okay, so I'm going to type equal to sign. Okay, so then type lower. Okay, right there. So click on the word, you say, then click on the M3, then close the word, parenthesis, then you can see it's it gives us the word lower text instead of the word the capital and the first capital text right here. So it gives us the lower text right here. So I'm going to drag it down here. Good. Okay, let's now move to the word the proper. Okay, let's move to the proper. So I'm going to type equal to likewise. So then type proper. Okay, proper as its case may be. Okay, let's type proper, then pick the cell O3, then close the word, parenthesis, then hit on our enter key. So it properlize the text inside the cell, which is okay. So I'm going to drag it down to you can see it's properlize the test result as it's supposed to be when you are typing. Okay, that is it. Thank you Thank you very much. So, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as I'll keep giving you more of the Excel function. Bye and stay blessed.